Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about another martial arts kick. Today is the hook kick, and this follows the preceding video from the side kick. So the beginning of this kick is very similar. Not exactly the same, but very similar to the side kick. Again, I'm going to start in my horse stance. And my toes are out, knees pointing out. In the old days, there were a lot of horse stances like this with toes forward, knees out. That's devastating for your knees. That's why so many older martial artists don't have knees anymore. That and various other reasons, kicking techniques that were bad. But in the hook kick, this is a slap to the face, a slap to the jaw, and it can be done a couple of ways. Essentially, what I'm going to do is step in, throw a slap across the face with the sole of my foot or my heel, and then step back down. Okay, now the side kick, we remember, we stepped in, kicked, and put it back down, and that's the same chamber. Okay, so from the side here, as I step in, I'm chambering here. Now I'm not going to side kick to you, I'm going to side kick next to you, and then pull this knee back into a roundhouse kick chamber. That's why it's very common to see two kicks together. If somebody misses with a hook kick, they can come back and connect with a roundhouse kick. Okay, so same position, same start, ready stance, horse stance, whatever you want to call it, arms relaxed, step behind, don't step in front, step behind, chamber, kick slightly off your target, hook it back by pulling the knee back, squeezing your glutes, your bum muscles. Now I'm in a roundhouse kick chamber, put it down, don't drop it down, and step back. There's the hook kick. I'll do it on the other side. So, pivot, side kick chamber, yeah? Pretty much a side kick. I could point the toe at this point, that's fine. Hook it back, slapping across wherever you're kicking, come back down, and back into the horse stance. Step, kick, back, down, step, kick. Don't forget the chambers after the kick, okay? Now, some people will kick with the toes pointed, and that means that this triangle here, the back of your heel, the bottom of your heel connects. And some people will kick like this, dorsiflexed, and kick with the back of the heel, which is really dangerous. Because if you connect with an elbow, or a hip bone, or a shoulder, or a knee, somebody blocks with their knee, okay, that can separate your Achilles tendon, because that's where your Achilles tendon goes down over this little bone spur and attaches to your under your heel there. So I would advise against that. If you're wearing shoes, remember, you have this little triangle here that is great for the kick. That's the back of your heel on the shoe, the very back. And so if I'm pointing my foot, that is what connects first. Of course, you could also slap with the ball mount, but remember that the bones in your toes are pretty much the same size as the bones in your hands, and they are tiny. Those metatarsal bones are really small, and they break easily. Okay? That's why I don't advise kicking with the sole of your foot unless you're wearing good sturdy shoes, boots, or some type of martial arts footwear or pads. I would never kick somebody with that foot. I would use my shin in a roundhouse kick because that's my own personal baseball bat. I don't have those tiny bones in that shin. Okay, so hook kick, stepping in, chamber, slap it back, come back down. I like to train from the horse stance. Why? Just because it's a better workout. And if I can train from here and get up to there quickly, I can certainly come from here even faster. Okay, so I'm overtraining essentially. So I'm down here in my horse stance. Let's go this way this time. And I want to relax this leg. When I step in, remember I'm stomping, pop, put my foot down. I get to here and my leg, my hamstrings engage. And I quickly hook my leg back. I'm also drawing my knee from in front of me back behind me, so that As I get to this point here, almost extended, remember I'm not hyperextending. Now I'm swinging my leg back and pulling with the heel or with the hamstrings, bending the knee. So that slap comes across. Now you can do this big wide swing over here, which looks great on film, but as you can see, you lose a lot of balance. It's very slow. You can see it coming from a mile away. So I prefer to throw it out and snap it across. It's way quicker, okay? It allows me way more control. So there's the hook kick, lead leg hook kick. And of course, at some point now, we can add certain things in. We can step in, we can step through and add that hook kick, or I could just lead in with a lead leg hook kick without actually stepping in. I could add a spinning technique. So if I were here, come to the same position, and then throw the hook, right? So it just depends on what circumstances are, but the idea is that we have control of this kick, and again, remember, we want to be able to do it more than once, just like all the other kicks. So when I step in for that hook kick, chamber, kick, rechamber, kick, rechamber, kick, rechamber, kick. I want to have that control. My standing leg is bent, my core is engaged, draw my below my belly button, where my belt buckle is, I'm drawing that in tight so that I'm protecting my back and keeping myself stable for this chamber. Remember, I'm not going to chamber down here. It's easy to stop. As that leg comes out, someone just puts a foot out and that kick has been stopped. So I'm here. Much harder to stop. Okay? There you have your hook kick, and I'll move on. We'll progress through different levels of these different kicks. Enjoy.